Alright, welcome back to Here's a Hyphen. Today we're actually going to be playing some Fallout 2. I'm actually going to just start from creating a character, and I'm actually going to completely create my own character. So, let's get started. This is obviously much different from Fallout 3 in New Vegas, created by Bethesda. They actually got the rights after Interplay kind of went, I don't know, down the shitter with their, not to be blunt, but with their finances. And so I actually enjoy Fallout 2 a lot, hell of a lot more than the average bear would, I guess. Because I think, in my opinion, Fallout 2 was probably the best game so far out of the entire series. Bethesda, Interplay, all of them. And I'll actually explain a little bit why. Fallout 1 starts off with you playing as the Vault Dweller. You end up leaving your vault to go get the water chip to save your vault, but it leaves you with this looming time clock of doom sort of thing, you know, where you have to complete the mission in this amount of time, otherwise you're just doomed. I'm gonna run past all the answers because I'm really tired of, you know, combat. I'm a pacifist. Fuck. Alright. But yeah, so there's the looming time clock of doom sort of feel to it. So it sort of takes away from the game, the free play kind of mannerisms of it, at least in the beginning. But it was still a really good game. And very enjoyable, but Fallout 2 kind of picks up the same story in that the Vault Dweller, when all said and done, is actually exiled from the vault by the Overseer and ends up having to live out in the desert on his own. What the? Really? Anyways, in going into the desert on his own, he ends up finding and founding a tribe of natives in the area, in the town called Arroyo, which is where you actually start off the game. Basically, he has his, you know, life set up in this town and just sort of lives out the rest of his days and has children and all that good stuff. Anyways, the character you play as, the one you create, or whatever, is actually the great-great-grandchild of the Vault Dweller, and is actually known as the Chosen One. Going back to, I don't know, that movie Kung Pao. Anyways, the Chosen One, in this sense, is actually sent to save the village from a great evil that's about to plague the land, and seen by his village elders. Anyways, picking up the story, keeping the family ties kind of in the storyline, which, you know, kind of going with Fallout 3, that game should not have been called Fallout 3, to be honest. It should have been Fallout DC or something, because it really doesn't keep the story going. Same universe, different story. It's sort of like what they did with Tactics in Brotherhood of Steel. Well, they were in the same universe. They didn't call them Fallout 3 and 4 because they weren't. But that's a rant for another day. Anyways, in Fallout 2, it has a lot more freedom for what you can do with your character, as well as a lot darker sort of feel to it, I guess, than the other games. And I personally like the dark humor more so than most others, I guess. It's sort of like, to make it comparable to something that's more recent, the Old World Blues DLC for Fallout New Vegas. That had a lot of the old Fallout humor in it that I really missed. It wasn't the exact same by no means, considering it's a completely different style game, but it was good, I think. Essentially, a lot of this game is dark humor, and actually I don't know if I'll find one anytime soon, but I will in one of the videos. Random encounters. A lot of them make references to Monty Python, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, all sorts of crazy stuff, because that's basically what it was back in the day. Nothing but references. So after I'm done killing this ant, eventually, if I can make contact with my leg, with my strong missing kick, I have a 35% chance of hitting it. Yeah, but 100% chance of killing it. Anyways, figure no better time than the present to show you a bit of the interface. So actually, probably noticed a bit from the combat that there are different options you get in the game. For instance, I'll show you the inventory menu first. Your character here spinning around, statistics about your information, and actually the damage that your weapons do, which you would place here. When you're unarmed, like I am right now, I'll actually equip the spear here, but when you're completely unarmed, item 1 is actually you punching, and item 2 is you kicking. Kicking does more damage, it's a little less accurate, whatever. Armor would show up on your character if you had it equipped, and as you can tell from the weapons, if you're selecting weapons, because item 2 is the kick, it doesn't automatically refresh. It's actually now replaced with the spear. You can now see the character is holding a spear. If I move this over, not holding it. But I digress. Interesting interface, all of that good stuff. Here we just have the basic menu, which I'm actually going to save the game. I tried to do this already, kind of messed up. To switch between, because I showed you there's 2 weapons, to switch between them, you just click this button. And also, weapons in this game actually have multiple functions. So for instance, this has thrust. If I right click on the icon, it has thrust with this, which actually means that you can target specific limbs on the enemy, sort of like VATS. You can throw it, and you can aim your throw. So it's sort of interesting like that. Over here, we have your health points shown. I currently have 31 because I ran into a trap because I'm an idiot. Over here, you have your armor class. I'm currently at 6 because I'm kind of unarmored, but also if you factor in the fact that my strength is at 6, that adds to the armor class. Whatever. This, and actually I'll show you here. Normal, laser fire, plasma explode. This is all your resistances that you have. And this goes back to the special thing from Fallout that you see in Fallout 3 and as well Fallout New Vegas is the strength and all of that crap. I couldn't remember this one for the life of me right this second, but there's also the limit of how much weight you have. It weighs 4 pounds. I'm guessing, yep, 4 pounds. So that adds up to 8. Because I'm showing you simple math as well. Pip-Boy in this game is over here, which you can't use until you get out of the Temple of Trials, because literally you don't have anything on your wrist. You're tribal. You can start combat by clicking on this, obviously, and it'll, you know, make you threat. You can see enemies. Enemies glowing in red are ones you can hit. Well, they're in your line of sight, whereas ones that are yellow, sort of like this ant over here, you can't see at all because they're blocked by some sort of wall. And actually, when you enter combat, you see these little glowing dots up here. Those are actually your action points. So, for instance, I actually have 8 action points right now for my character, so I can actually do 8 different, you know, whatever. Like, as you can see, the little hex movement here, as you move it different places, you can move 7, 8, and then actually past that I can't do anything. But I can move 8, or I can move like 2, and then I can use 4 of the action points from this and leave 2 left over. It's all sorts of good stuff. I'm gonna end combat here. Going back to the character menu, you can see here all this interesting stuff. You see your perks. I have Gifted and Bloody Mess, simply because Gifted actually boosts all of your stats 1 for, 10% on all skills to start. But honestly, I could care less about the skills. Skills are pretty easy to level up, whereas these, not so much. Your karma, on top you have your karma with different factions. Well, in general, right here, which is Wanderer, because I'm right now at a neutral level. Honestly, you start off at a neutral level. You can't really do much until you start the actual game. And here's your reputation in different locations. Like Arroyo is actually the starting location for this game, and your character, based on his title, The Chosen One, is actually idolized. Go figure. Down here's more stuff: action points, armor class, carry weight, melee damage, damage resistance, all of this good stuff. Sequence actually determines whether or not you can, return and do all sorts of stuff faster. Sort of like how I attack, and I use up all my action points, but I end up getting a chance to go again. That's sort of this concept of sequence, where you can actually skip your enemy's turn and go back to your turn again if you have a high enough sequence. Healing rate basically just determines how long it takes you to heal if you end up doing a resting thing, which you can't right now because you don't have the Pip-Boy, and your chance of a critical strike. Here's all of the general skills, pretty much self-explanatory, and all of these things under your hit points. I currently have 31 out of 33, but everything else, because they're not highlighted, means I don't have them, but it'll show if you're poison, radiated, if you have eye damage, or if your different limbs are, injured. A bit different than the sort of 3D healing model that you get in the Bethesda games. And also, you can actually print all of this information out to a text file if you wanted to. And that's about it for the character menu. Finally, there's the map, which actually it's just sort of like an outline of the map, where you are and the boundaries. Switch it to high, it'll have all the little nitty-gritty details, like over here is where you have like the pot or whatever that I had the C4 from. And actually the scanner, which is a function I can't use now, if you have a motion sensor, you can tell where enemies and other characters in the game are, other NPCs. All of this, wow, what a minefield over there. But yeah, I guess without further ado, I'm gonna keep playing the game. So I'm actually gonna set the plastic explosive for 30 seconds and drop it, because as you can see, this is not a standard door. Oh, well, great. I wanted to fight an ant anyways. Just lag all over the place. And that, again, going with the sequence, I had a high enough sequence to go again in and attack before the ant could. I don't want to die here. Alright. Killed the ant. Good show, good show. Gonna end combat, wait for the explosive to go off. Alright. The door is open and I can go this way. Really? There was a trap? Are you kidding me? Alright. I'm gonna save here because I really don't want to die. I literally I've had issues here every single time I've tried, so we'll see how it goes this time. And actually, do I want to fight the no, I don't. I don't want to fight the ants. They want to fight me. They want a piece of this action, but I'm not going to give it to them. I'm going to keep going. I'm a bit smarter than that. Good. I can't stop the combat. Awesome. I'll just use like 3 of my action points, open this door, and then I'll keep running. Come at me, bro. They are persistent bastards. And I'm out of their range. Haha, suck it. Alright. And now I have to go talk to Dunmer. Well, not Dunmer. Wow. Dumar, a fellow tribesman. Greetings, Hyphen. I have the honor of being your final challenge. To continue in your quest, you... whatever bullshit. Let's party. I don't care. Hand-to-hand combat. Let's do this. Rumble in the jungle. Alright. I'm gonna strong kick him. Where? The groin. There's a feature you don't see in Fallout 3. Alright. You know, whatever. Wow. Don't have enough action points for that? I'll just punch him. Yeah, damn it. Or not. I guess I'll just completely miss. You know what? Hit him where it hurts. Damn it. Your blade grows. What are you doing? Really? You don't have a blade? You're crazy. Alright. I have a better chance of hitting him in the torso. Or not. I guess I'm just completely oblivious. Can't punch a guy who's right in front of me. This isn't a fight to the death. What is he doing? Just... Can he stop? I'm hitting him for 1 damage. This is embarrassing. Alright. Headshot. Alright. I give. Your turn. Hey, whoa. No need to punch me. I didn't do anything. I just want to go out this door. Like, literally, that's my goal. Alright. Gonna take you out. Or not. Jeez. Can't hit the broadside of a barn. Really? You don't have a blade. We're going back to this. How do I have 30... Whatever. We're gonna do this. We're gonna beat him up. Yeah. Suck that. Ah, 2 damage. Critical hit. Now he's gonna kick me in the face. What? What? No. What? No. No. We're not having this. We are not having this. I guess we are. Come on! Your brother... I'm not killing you. I want to get out of here. Stop kicking my ass. Inspirational words to say during a fight. Literally, wow. I wouldn't fear me either. Literally. Just... let me go. God, I just want to get out of here. May I live long enough to finish you. You're a douche. I just want to get out of here. Thank you. Thank you, you vile prick. You go run. You go run through those ants. I'm just gonna go. I don't even want my my petty spear. I'm just gonna go. You know what? Cutscene time. Glorious. And yeah, now I'm wearing the Vault 13 suit from my ancestor. But yeah, that pretty much concludes this video for now. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna actually do more videos for Fallout 2 actually over the next few months, because I'm very slow, as you can tell from my uploads. But yeah, I'll definitely be playing and uploading more videos of this. Maybe even every single time I play this I'll record them. But we'll have to see how it goes. Anyways, like this video if you like it, dislike it if you don't, comment if you have any suggestions or just want to say whatever you want, go for it. Subscribe if you feel like it, if you want to see more videos like this, and as always, enjoy. Thanks for watching. this is Here's a Hyphen signing out. Alright, bye.